How's it going, guys? Nordy back, bringing you the first ever FFA Fridays. That stands for Free for All Fridays. Just a little something I thought I'd do. You know, I'm not I've never really ever been a multiplayer Total War kind of guy. I've usually just stuck to single player campaigns. But back in the day, way back in the day, during Rome One's heyday, free for alls were pretty awesome. I used to play a lot of free for all Rome One fights, and I've missed them ever since. And now that they're back, I just want to play a bunch of free for all fights. So we're gonna do this thing starting from now on, where I do a on Fridays I do a free for all battle. We'll call it free for all Fridays. Um, it's not gonna be like it's not just gonna be a bunch of free for alls where I win. Like it's literally I'm going to play a free for all battle and I'm gonna record it, and whatever happens happens. Like if I get absolutely swamped and destroyed, then hey, that's what happens. So no, I'm not going to only show you wins. There are games where I win. I mean, I might never win one of these. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. I might never win one. We're just gonna have to find out. But I do love free for alls, so it's gonna be fun. So here today we got me over here. I am the Skaven. Over here we got Phoenix or Apocalypse. Sorry, Apocalypse. He is the High Elves, and then we got Black Squirrel over here as the Lizardman, and then Munda High or something like that as the Lizardman as well. Let's just go over the army comps really fast. So I got a bunch of units of these clan rats here. I think I got 4 or 5 with spears and 4 or 5 with just regular swords. Then I got 3 halberd storm vermin. I have 3 regular storm vermin with swords. I got 3 units of these rat ogres here. Pretty nice. I've got 1 doom wheel looking really badass. I love the doom wheel. And then I got the hell pit abomination, just looking grotesque as hell. And then my lord over here, a little bit misdeployed, is Lord Skrulk. Let's move swiftly on to Apocalypse's army. So he's the High Elves. He's got a few units of these just regular spearmen here. He's got a few units of these Phoenix Guard, which look super awesome. Look at that. Look at how cool those look. It's got a couple of these White Lions. They also look really awesome. The High Elves in general look awesome. He's got a whole bunch of archers, mostly just light armored archers. He's got 2 Star Dragons. One of them has his general on it. It's just the regular prince. It's not a legendary lord. He's got a Flamespire Phoenix, and then he's got some Cav over here. He's got some Dragon Princes, and I believe he has some over here as well. I believe that's everything for his. Oh, he's got some Sword Masters of Hoeth as well. Moving on to the Black Squirrel over here. Looks like he's got a bunch of Temple Guard units. Temple Guard looked super awesome. I love the way Lizardmen look. They look super dope. He's got 3 feral Carnosaurs here, so they're looking just extra mean. Look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, went inside of his head a little bit there. Look at him. Looking super cool. He's got some chameleon skinks over here. Let's see, what else has he got? Got some chameleon skinks. He's got 2 units of Croxagores. Basically just giant alligators, looking pretty awesome. Then we'll move over here to Wudica. Wudica has looks like he's got some skink cohorts. He's got some feral cold ones. Does he have any elite troops? He's got more chameleon skinks. He's got a lot of chameleon skinks. A lot of looks like he likes his skink units. He's got some feral cold ones, and then here's his like Dino Brigade. He's got a feral Stegodon. He's got a Carnosaur right here, another feral Stegodon, more Carnosaurs. Looks like he's got Krokgar on his mount. I don't remember the name of it, but it is a Carnosaur. It's got a special name. I just don't remember what. It's slightly bigger than the other ones as well. But yeah, he's got like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Carnosaurs. Like that's just insane. And then he's got some of these Pterodon riders. So those are the army comps, and let's get into this battle real quick. So I was Skaven, and my my goal for this match. This is literally the first. Let me put it this way. This is the first online Total War game I've played in years. Like, we're talking many years. So I'm very unexperienced in the multiplayer game, and I'm inexperienced in Warhammer 2. So it will be interesting. But my initial goal was just to swamp one of my opponents. I figured that I would have a better shot at attacking the High Elves than the Lizardmen, because he had this Dino Brigade over here, which I didn't think I'd be able to handle. So I'm turning to fight the High Elves, so I'm just gonna swamp them with all my units. In the meantime, Wudakai and Black Squirrel will have a little engagement here. You can see Black Squirrel. He's moving up his Temple Guard battalion into attack mode. Meanwhile, I'm getting my units ready. I put them right outside of the arrow range. I'm trying to send some of my storm vermin around the flanks, but he has some dragon princes he's bringing around the flank to deal with my storm vermin. So I'm going to send my doom wheel over there as well, because I realized that I picked the wrong. I meant to put the halberdier Skaven around the flank and not the regular ones, so I kind of messed up there. Let's look over on this side. Looks like Black Squirrel is moving in for the kill. His Carnosaurs are coming in. Meanwhile, I've begun my I like to call it the vermin tide tactic. Just washing over my opponent with hordes of clan rats and storm vermin and all sorts of horrible things. He got some nice volleys off on me. Over here, Black Squirrel's Carnosaurs are duking it out with Wudakai's Carnosaurs. His Wudakai's Dino Brigade. Over here, my infantry is about to connect with the front line of the elves. You can see they're getting ready their spears as my clan rats jump into them. He's got his dragons over here dealing with my doom wheel as my storm vermin try to make it around, but they're gonna attack these swordsmen of Hoeth and just get slaughtered. My Hellpit Abomination just going to town, causing all sorts of terror and disgust amongst the High Elf lines. I'm trying to do a bunch of spells for like clan rats to try to bog these archers down, but he's just running them away. Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like the Dino Brigade is cleaning up the Temple Guard rather nicely. One of them is going crazy for Black Squirrel. Let's go back over here. Currently I'm in third, so I'm not doing well. My opponent, the one that I'm facing, is in first place, probably because he has so many rats to kill. Look at that breath. That fire breath. That was amazing. Let's try to get some close-ups over here, see what's happening. The clan rats going toe-to-toe with the High Elf Spearmen here. Duking it out. My rat ogres are just basically just sitting there doing nothing. I must have had a lapse in judgment there. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell am I going to deal with those two dragons? Like, because the battle, like before I joined this match, the host had like a requirement for no artillery. So that's why I don't have any Skaven artillery with me. Otherwise, I definitely would have brought some. So I think artillery would have helped out a little bit, but since I don't have any, then I just basically have nothing to deal with these dragons, and I'm pretty much screwed. I've got his spear unit surrounded over here, but my units are starting to break because they have feeble morale. And Black Squirrel sent a couple of Croxagores around the back of my army, which didn't help at all. So I'm kind of getting double teamed a little bit, but that's okay. In the meantime, over here, the Dino Brigade still duking it out with the Temple Guard. The Temple Guard is starting to break the skink cohorts over here. Dino Brigade not working out too well for him, but they are giving it their best. These Carnosaurs are fighting. That is super awesome. I love that. Oh yes, fight each other. Look at that, they're just like headbutting each other. That's pretty cool. Let's see what's happening over here. So my army's like in a full-on rout, but they will come back periodically. Hell Pit Abomination still going to town. He's got that too horrible to die mechanic, so, you know, he could either die and spawn a unit of clan rats or die and just get right back up. It's kind of a toss-up. I'm doing as much damage as I can, but you can see here that I am absolutely losing this match horribly. I probably should have went with somebody other than Skaven since I couldn't bring artillery, but I just wanted to play as Skaven, you know. Over here, just dinosaurs, just whole bunches of dinosaurs going at it. Like, this is amazing. It's like full on like Jurassic Park dino battles over here. This fight is much more interesting than my fight, in my opinion. All these dinosaurs are starting to go wild. They're starting to rampage. That's not good. I can't tell who's winning, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I think it would be Black Squirrel, but I don't know. Let's see what's going on over on my end. Hell Pit Abomination's still going to town. My units are kind of coming back. I'm trying to just reel them back in whenever they come back. These Croxagores are causing me some serious issues. I really wish that he wouldn't have sent those Croxagores into me. It didn't help me out at all. It only made my men rout even faster. And then my units see the dragon here and they're like, yeah, screw that. So they're already starting to waver. And like I said, I have no answer to this. Should we run? Yeah, you probably should run. I'm surprised he hasn't killed this Hell Pit Abomination yet. It's been alive for a while. But you can see just all the rat bodies littering the ground over here. My Vermintide tactic did not work out very well. The Storm Vermin over here just got absolutely demolished by the Swordsman of Hoeth, which was not good at all. And there I'm in a full-on rout now. I don't remember if they come back from this route or not. I think they do. I think they come back one more time. But let's go check out what's happening on the Lizardmen front. It looks like Black Squirrel is defeating the Dino Brigade, doing large parts of these Temple Guard that are just super, super good. They're just going to town. Look at all of the dead lizards littering the battlefield. I can't tell whose lizards are whose, though, is the only problem. But this is definitely a massive fight over here. My units came back one last time. I believe he finally took out my Hell Pit Abomination. Yep. Hell Pit Abomination is dead. Littering the ground now. As my units come in for one last desperate charge. I probably should have just pulled back and bided my time a little bit, but, you know, I figured there was no way I was winning anyway, so might as well continue the feeble attack. He sends his Phoenix down into me, and then that just immediately routs my entire army, and I'm out of the game, so I get last place in this battle. I told you I wasn't just going to show you guys videos where I win. But anyway, the Dino battle is continuing to progress on. It looks like Black Squirrel has this one in the bag, but all of his units are just super depleted. Like, all of his dinosaurs are just super depleted. And then if you look over here at Apocalypse, like, I barely did anything to his dragons or his phoenix. Like, I hardly damaged this one at all. I did pretty good work on his infantry, but his monster units just barely even scratched them. So he's going to have some, or Black Squirrel's going to have some issues. Let's just fast forward it real quick, because Black Squirrel's kind of just in a cleanup phase right now. Kind of going around cleaning up some of these chameleon skinks and stuff of Woodica here. Or Wooda. I don't know how to pronounce that. Woodia. Apocalypse is bringing his army forward, slowly marching them forward, trying to rest them up for the fight to come. He knows he's going to have to send his men into glorious battle with a bunch of dinosaurs, and he wants them to be well rested before he does so. Honestly, though, he could probably just send in all 3 of these flying units and win the game. Probably doesn't even need any of the other units. Because the Black Squirrels, the Wutica one. Never mind. Wutica's forces are just super depleted. So Wutica's Dino Brigade prevailed him. I figured that the Temple Guard would win that fight, but I guess that just goes to show the power of 5 freaking Carnosaurs. Insanity. I feel like you need to do a lower income for these free-for-all battles, so that way people can't just spam units like this. It does make it fun, though. Just continue to fast forward here. You can see all the dead lizards there. Let's go look at my end of the battle before they do anything. Look at all the death and destruction. Oh, so many dead rats. Look at this. A whole bunch of dead rats and not a single dead high elf. Tragic. Looks like the battle's starting to commence over here. Let's get out of the fast forward. So Krokgar is attacking these dragon princes and manages to rout them pretty easily. The Dino Brigade, in the meantime, is just rampaged headlong into the high elf infantry line, and the high elves are starting to waver. But the dragons are in the air providing support, so like I said, I'm pretty sure these dragons could win by themselves. So it's really not too worrisome that Apocalypse's infantry is starting to waver, because he's pretty much got this in the bag anyway. Destruction awaits. You can see, yep, I was just about to say, you can see all of Wudia's Dino Brigade is routing, and Apocalypse manages to come away with the win, so that was super fun. Even though I just got absolutely manhandled, it was still pretty fun. Good game to all the guys that were in the game with me. Apocalypse, congratulations on the victory if you're watching this. I doubt you are, but just in case you are watching it, congrats, bro. You definitely slayed me. I had no answer for those dragons whatsoever, but it was a good fight, so. Did we get stats? Yep, we do get stats. So, Lord Skrull did 43 kills. My Storm Vermin got almost nothing done. Oh, man, Doomwheel. I just had pretty poor performance all throughout on all my units. Let's see what Apocalypse. Jeez, look at that. This Sword Masters of Hoeth got 216 kills. His Prince got 149. These Dragon Princes got 132. This Dragon got 184. Like, his units are just so good, man. Just so good. Too good for me to handle. How did the Dino Brigade fare? Not too terribly. Very nice. Well, that'll be everything for that'll be all for the first FFA Friday. I want to thank you guys for coming out to watch it. If you enjoyed it, if you wanted to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. If you like this video and you wanted to check out maybe a campaign of mine that I'm doing, I'm currently doing a Skaven Quick Head Taker campaign, and I am doing a Malekith Dark Elf campaign at the moment. I'm doing the Malekith one on very hard. That's like my try hard campaign, and then the Skaven one is just for fun, so I'm just doing that one on hard. So if you guys wanted to check those out, I would greatly appreciate that as well. If you wanted to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, I don't remember if I already said this, but I'd greatly appreciate that. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. And I'll catch you guys next Friday in the next FFA Friday. Semper Fi, guys. Nordy out. Long ago, stand next to me, you'll never stand alone. Last to leave, but the first to go. Hardcore is the only way I know. I'll feed all the fear of the devil inside of the enemy faces in my sight. Aim with a hand, shoot with a mind, kill with a heart like Arctic ice.